Everyone was affected by the war. Every corner of the world was touched. The human spirit drove us to fight where no one had dared to go before. Whether it was the mountains of the Alps or the skies above, we found a way. They said this would be the war to end all wars. But I wonder if there will ever be an end to human ambition and our will to destroy.
You up there?
Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake. Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him. It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed the war for Italy. The Arditi.
While Matteo was pushing forward, I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worried for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers. They would have done anything for Italy. A church was sitting at the base of the path. Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first. flame troops were some foot soldiers. After that, the church would be ours. There was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Matteo's unit. I had to destroy it.
He was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there.
Così, avanti, forza! Avanti, così! Diamogli addosso!
Matteo and the entire Italian offensive was in danger as long as that artillery gun remained. So I had to take it down. The only way to ensure that my men were safe was to blow up the gun itself. That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. And that was my next target.
Quel cannone antiaereo sta... Diamogli addosso, così, così!
The gun was manned by Austro-Hungarian troops. I had to remove them before I could use the gun myself.
Abbiamo quei varchi! Falciamoli!
I take down the last man, but then I hear a noise that I will never forget. They were targeting Matteo's unit below me, so I do the only thing I can.
It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. Against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Mateo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron.
Yeah, I gotta fix my turret sensitivity. Just to let the record state, I'm playing on normal, and it's pretty damn challenging at certain points. This is a really, really amazing campaign based on real soldiers who fought in real wars. It gives you goosebumps. It's pretty insane. No, I got one of my turret sensitivities way too low, so I don't even know which one it is. But also take note that once you tweak your sensitivities and your field of view, your multiplayer skill will go way up.
We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Mateo.
Damn it.
After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
guess I'll have to make a part 2 when I figure out how I can tell out this part. Sorry, but there's the first part of this campaign. Pretty awesome.